What's going on, fellas? As you can see, we are back with yet another walking pad educational video, bringing you guys some ball knowledge. Today, I got this requested a lot in the Discord. Someone wanted how important is the eccentric load or the eccentric execution when doing movements. So I thought I'd give you guys a proper form and execution little guide and why proper form actually matters and why it's so significant in bodybuilding. There's many obvious reasons, and there's also some more niche reasons, but I'm going to be educating you guys, dropping some ball knowledge while drinking a polar seltzer. This is not the drink of the day. The drink of the day, let's just say, is the Fresca 0-calorie seltzers. Grapefruit soda, absolutely gas. But let's get into it. Okay, why proper form, right? So we need to understand, why are we taking form so seriously? Number one, will allow for proper progressive overload. I'll touch more on this later. I don't know why I put this as the first dash, but the most obvious one, avoids injury risk. If you are doing a movement, let's just say a hack squat, for example, and you are flying through the movement, you have a higher risk of injury just because your tendons are not, you're not giving your tendons time to adapt to the movement at hand, and also the load might be way too heavy. Again, your tendons might not be able to handle that load. Even your muscle can't, and you're just using leverages, and that is just a situation for worse form. Let's say, for example, on the leg press, actually. Let's say you're doing a leg press, right? And a lot of the times when it gets really heavy, if I keep looking over here, it's because I have my OBS and I want to make sure my camera's not frozen. A lot of times when it gets really heavy, people tend to round their back, especially in the hole, because it goes deeper than their active range of motion. And that'll just lead to a potential erector injury or just like a disc injury, and you do not want to have that. Just have proper form, know your limits, know what weight you could do, and how you can achieve that weight in terms of execution. So it also allows for maximum motor unit recruitment for that muscle group. If you're doing a chest press and you're trying to target the clavicular head, and your elbows are not tucked in, instead they're flared out, you're not going to get the most motor units out of the clavicular head, which is the upper part of the chest. So that's just an example, and like I said, it actually works the tissue that you're trying to target. And consistency. If you have proper form and your form stays the same week after week, that'll give you a great gauge for PO and allow you to stay consistent. Your body likes routine, your body likes patterns. So that is another huge important thing that many people need to take into account when it comes to executing their exercises. But now let's get into the nuts and bolts of this. All right, so targeting the eccentric, and I'm answering the question right now that the person asked in the Discord. Again, Discord's always in the description if you guys want to join. But anyways, you don't want to make it too slow, right? Where you're going like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're just wasting motor units on that eccentric when it doesn't really have a hypertrophic benefit, or it's not really beneficial in any means to your overall stimulus when the concentric is the most important part of the movement. So don't actively try to slow it down, but don't just drop the weight, because then you lead to a risk of injury. If you are ego lifting, especially, which many of us are at times, and we don't even realize it. So don't go crazy and just drop the weight. Again, if you want a dead stop, that's cool. Don't just literally just drop it, because like, 1, you're at a risk of injury. 2, you'll be the most annoying person in the gym because you'll be banging weights all over the place. And 3, there is no 3. Anyways, I usually aim for like a 1 to 2 second eccentric. So like this, if I'm doing a preacher curl, it would be like 1, 2, up, 1, 2, up. Again, I'm not going like dropping it, but you get the gist. Stick to your systems, do what's comfortable for you. Personally, 1 to 2 seconds is a sweet spot. Again, that comes with time and knowing your body. Standardization. So you're going to figure out ways to standardize your form, and what this allows is for accurate progressive overload. These shots are pretty crazy, by the way. It was like taken a couple days ago. I'm feeling pretty good at like 200 pounds right now, so hope you guys enjoy the physique. But anyways, figuring out ways to standardize your form. So this could be hitting the certain part, hitting like at the bottom portion in the hole. Let's say you're doing reverse curl and you have your back propped up, like I always do. If you guys want to see, it's literally in a video that I recently posted of me doing reverse curls, and I'm hitting my legs and then going up. That just standardizes it, because it's the same spot and the same hole, if you want to say, same bottom position always, because my legs obviously are the same relative to my body, unless I'm growing, but I'm not growing anymore. And then try to have the same eccentric speed if you can. Of course, you're not gonna be able to get it exactly the same. Try to have some similar eccentric speed. Same sequence of exercises. Again, your form will break down if you are more tired in the session. So Keeping the exercise sequence the same will allow you to standardize everything. And all these things just keep you in check and make sure that you are progressing while also keeping your form very strict so we avoid injury and all the stuff that I was talking about prior. One thing that you guys should take into account is stability is very useful. If you could choose stable exercises, do them because it'll help your form. It will make it more easy to have proper form. For example, if you're doing a military press, which is essentially a standing shoulder press, versus a shoulder press machine where you're locked in, you're more than likely going to have better form on the machine. So just opt for the machine. You're going to get more motor unit recruitments because you're not like trying to stabilize yourself in the air. It makes complete sense, and you are more locked in due to the machine being a strict bar path. There's so many variables that the machine mogs the barbell free weight on. If that's what you want to train for, by all means do it. But if you're just trying to have the most stable, the most optimal motor units recruited along with the most optimal form, please just choose stable variants, the ones that you enjoy, of course. And this is the most important thing. Stop chasing that damn logbook. You'll have form breakdown just because you want to hit a certain number. And who are you trying to prove it to? Your logbook is for you, not for anybody else. So if you're lying on your logbook even, what the hell are you doing? Literally, why are you lying on your own logbook? Of course, people might see my logbooks because I post them every day in the training section of my Discord, but I don't care if they see a rep went down. No one's even analyzing that. If you were analyzing my logbooks and seeing that a rep went down here or there, and you are kind of like making fun of me for it, or just thinking, what the hell is this kid doing? What the hell are you doing? Literally, just do not lie on your own logbook. Drop the ego. Again, it is for you in the long term. If you want to progress, you might even write a note saying, form was crap, resetting next session. For example, my hinge form was absolutely crap. I was chasing the logbook and putting in numbers before I even did the set, which as a result led to form breakdown and did not result in like as efficient as a set. So what I did was I dropped 20 pounds, completely re-standardized everything, and it was much better. So don't set unrealistic progressive overload expectations. So now going on with the standardization thing. Obviously, ego is going to play a role. You will, no matter what, face times where you are going to have form breakdown. You're going to have to reassess. This is why recording your sets is so important. And then you'll have to re-standardize. But over time, let's say you standardize your form first time in January, next time in August. And the first standardization is on a movement A is 55 pounds for 6 reps. And then you did the standardization again in August, like I said, on movement A, and it's 60 pounds for 6 reps. That's true progressive overload. That shows you how slow progressive overload actually is. It's not every session. It's maybe a rep every 1 to 3 weeks, depending on how advanced you are. So please take this into account, guys. Do not like rush the logbook or just progress at the predetermined rate that you set for yourself, because that's just not going to do anything for you in the long run. But overall, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A little educational one for you guys. Pretty busy right now, but you know what? We love the busy times, and I hope I'm giving you guys some good info and allowing you guys to take something away from each one of these videos, because I truly want to just help you guys out no matter what. So if you guys want to connect with me more, get in on the Discord, it's in the description. Again, code Longo on EKKOVISION. Their products, the new era drop was fire. I believe they have some pretty cool hoodies dropping soon. I saw a teaser, might be pretty peak. So code Longo on that to save you guys some if it's out by the time this video is out. And then code LONGOLIFTS on Gympin. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video. If you have any suggestions for educational video ideas, you could put them here or in the Discord. Just let me know and I will be sure to make them. But I'll see you guys.